content, and I love making videos on intentional living and mindful consumption. If that sounds good to you, I hope you'll hit the subscribe button and come join in on the conversation. Today I want to share my reviews on two Orbitkey products. So first I have the KonMari edition Orbitkey Nest, and the other product I have is the Orbitkey Key Organizer. But I'm going to start with the organizer because this was my first introduction to Orbitkey as a brand. The Orbitkey Key Organizer is not a new product. I've known about it for quite a few years, but I only purchased this around Black Friday 2021 because this is a $70 keychain. And because it's a $70 keychain, it made it hard for me to pull the trigger because I'm thinking, why do I need a $70 keychain? But it's something that I kept thinking about, and I saw it on sale on Black Friday, so I pulled the trigger. I actually bought two. I got one for my husband as well. I asked him if he wanted one. He said no, and I said I'm gonna get one for you as a gift anyway, and he did absolutely love it. These keychains, they come in a lot of different colors, different materials. I chose the black Saffiano leather. It's something you're gonna be touching with your hand all the time. I know if I got a light color, it probably would have gotten really dirty, and so that's why I chose this black color. And I chose this leather because I find that with a texture leather, it's harder for things to get scratched. And as you can see, there is no scratches on the leather itself, and this is something that has been heavily used for the last year and a half. I chose the gold hardware just because I like gold, and as you can see, there is a little bit of discoloration, some scratches on the gold hardware. It's a keychain, so it does not bother me. And one thing I was concerned about when I was putting it together was that because it's a screw mechanism, I was worried that it's going to fall apart just out of the blue one day, and so far that hasn't happened, and I haven't had to tighten it or anything like that. I know that this keychain fits, I think, up to 7 keys. I only have 3 keys, but I also have a Kondo security fob, so that takes up probably the space of 2 keys in my keychain. I really like that once you open it, it's easy to find your keys. So if I'm looking for my house key, I can easily find it, and having the keychain on the back of it also helps me to use the key. And so I do have my car keys attached to the back of the keychain. I really like this loop here. If I ever valet my car, I just take this off and I give the car keys to the valet. After using this for about a year and a half, I realize why it's $70. First of all, it's really well made. None of the threads have come apart. The screw hasn't come apart. Everything is pretty much in great condition. Overall, I'm very happy with this keychain. I know my husband loves it as well. He tells all his friends about it. I hear him talking about it all the time. But it's just one of those things that it's a small item. I wouldn't say it changes your life or anything like that, but it does make something so mundane a little bit more enjoyable to use. I just really like that when you're walking around, it doesn't jingle, which is great. It keeps everything really compact. It protects the inside of my bag, and yeah, it looks great as well. So the second item I'm going to review is the Orbitkey Nest. This is actually also something that I was really curious about, and I had been looking up reviews and watching videos, and I thought maybe this is something that could just help me stay organized when I'm on the go. And then an opportunity came up because Marie Kondo and KonMari did a collaboration with Orbitkey, so I was invited to test it out. So I was really excited to get that. So I did receive this item for free, but this video is not part of that collaboration. So what makes the KonMari edition different? First of all, it came in a different packaging. It came with this furoshiki cloth, a cloth that you can use to wrap up an item, or you can use it to carry your item. And so this is a cloth that I'm definitely going to reuse over and over. It came in this box, which I kept for now, and so it kind of gives you some ideas about how you can use this item to organize your things. And then it opens like that, and I think I threw out all the other packaging that came with this item. I will probably recycle this box. I don't really keep stuff like this. I just thought it would be fun to keep it so I can show it on this video. This is the KonMari edition. It says KonMari right there on the front. As a KonMari consultant myself and a huge Marie Kondo fan, of course this is the one that I will want. I've had this item for a couple weeks now. I really like the color, although I am worried I'm gonna get this dirty. I've been bringing it everywhere, and so far No stains yet, but I don't know how it's going to look in a couple of months or a couple of years. It's been really great having this item to bring with me to meetings, to coffee shops. Sometimes I like to do work in coffee shops when I'm working on like content or my website or things like that. You know, sometimes I meet people to work on different projects, and so this item has been traveling with me. So far so good. Let's talk about some of the features. On the outside there is this elastic band, which is great for holding a pen. I really like that design. It just keeps your pen handy. And the next thing that I really like about it is you can lift up the lid, or you can open it like this. I think that's just such an ingenious design, because sometimes you want to take the whole thing off and see everything, and sometimes you just want to grab something on the go. So let's talk about the lid. This lid, you can charge your phone with it, and I do have to say I am a little disappointed by the fact that you can only charge your phone if this is plugged in, and this is a USB-C. But it also makes sense because I wouldn't use this when I don't have my laptop with me. This is not something that I would use in place of my handbag or anything like that. So the Orbitkey Nest also comes with this wire. This has a wire wrap on it, which is really small, but it works well. It's very strong. And so this is what you would connect the lid to the laptop. So like this indentation part in the front on the top of the lid, because you can kind of just keep an eye on some of the other stuff that you might take out. I think that's a great design. This item will actually be also great as a nightstand kind of organizer, because you can charge your phone at night, and then you can have a few of your rings and watch and stuff like that over here. I think that would actually be great as well if it's not something you want to use to organize your work items. And on the back side of the lid, there are several different pockets. I really like the mesh pocket. That's my favorite because it's see-through and it's flexible, so you can hold some different items. And then on the other side, these are pockets. There's 2 pockets that would fit business card or credit card size, and there's a larger pocket in the back. These 2 pockets on the side, I think they're for memory cards for cameras, which I don't have. Next, let's talk about the inside of the Orbitkey Nest. You can see everything I have at a glance, which I really like. And I also really like these movable dividers, because once you put them in, they're Velcro, they don't move at all. And so it really does help keep things organized. You can create compartments based on the things you are holding. I find that they work really, really well for my products, but I have mostly Apple products. So if you look at it, I have AirPods, and it's like the curves are designed almost perfectly for this mouse in the corner and my AirPods. But if I have any other mouse or headphone situation, I don't think it would fit as well. And that is my review for the Orbitkey Key Organizer and Orbitkey Nest. I've been really enjoying using both of these products. I know I'm going to be using it for years to come. I do think Orbitkey as a brand is very thoughtful. The products are very high quality, and whether or not something is worth its price point, it depends on how you value aesthetics and organization and everything. For me, having the Orbitkey Nest for a couple of weeks, I definitely have found it to be really useful. I love having it with me. It helps me feel more professional, feel more organized, and can't really put a price on that. But do you need it? No, nobody needs anything. You can use a Ziploc bag and just carry all your stuff if you want to. It's like any other luxury product. Nobody needs anything, but do you want it, right? This need versus want. That's another topic for another day. So I hope you enjoy my review. If you have any questions, leave it down below. I will be happy to answer them. Until next time, choose joy, live well.